there's a saying, you know, a lamp that shines the brightest burns out the quickest, man. You know, so you want it to shine just right.
And if I may, you don't even have to worry about your light being brighter, because it's a saying also about having a candle, and when you light another brother's candle, it don't take away from your own.
It doesn't.
You know, now we can both have light without being deprived. You know, without being deprived of it. So you just like, hey, my light needs to shine brighter. Hey, that's a wicked spirit, man. You know, because we want you. It says, let your light so shine so that we may glorify Yahweh who is in heaven, man. You know, as a unit. Okay, because all of those lights shining together is going to make a great light for the Lord. All right, not of yourself. Like, oh yeah, I need to have the biggest flashlight out here. I need to be able to see better than everybody else. You know. Go ahead, brother.
God, hey, you got to always have your lights burning, man. All right. Hey, well, let me read these two. One of them is Luke 11:33. It says, "No man, when he have lightened a candle, putteth it in a secret place, neither under a bushel, but on a candlestick, that they which come in may see the light." You know, and that's a lot of you guys, man. You know, you left this thing and you stopped doing the work. You know, you put your candles away. All right, you didn't allow your candles to continue to shine. You know, you start changing the doctrine. All right, and those different doctrines, you know, that's darkness, man. That's not the light. You know, so you causing the whole room to be dark instead of causing the whole room to be full of light, man. And this one as well, Luke 12:35, it says, let your loins be journeyed about and your lights burning, man. You know, so your lights ain't burning. So here it is, and that's because you lost the oil. That's because you didn't trim your lamp. You know, so your light ain't burning. You know, you got guys that went, they took long ass vacations, whether it was to fix up their property, you know, and to renovate their house, you know. And that's one of the excuses that it speaks about in the book of Luke, when the Lord bid them to come to the marriage feast. I just bought some new property, you know. You're going on business ventures. You're flying out to the Midwest to pretty much try to become a millionaire.
Hey,
Are you?
I was just saying, like, you know, it says like the guy who tried to save up all of his storehouses. He says, "Hey, thou fool, this night your life shall be required of thee, man." So these guys are trying to stack up, save millions, do all of this extravagant stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey. At any moment, the Lord can take your soul out of you, man. You know?
God. Hey, and when you go to the book of Proverbs, the 21st chapter, verse 20, it says, "There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish man spendeth it up." You know, so you were foolish. You spent your oil up, man. All right? That oil is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right. So you didn't take that extra oil. All right, you spent it up. You know, you spent up the oil that you did have, and now you don't have any. Yeah. So what are you doing is you're coming back, you know, to the same men that you fucking treated horribly. You know, the same people that you treated horribly, and you asking them for oil, man. You asking brothers to reassure you, to reconvince you. There's no reconvincing. There's no reassuring. And this doesn't just apply to guys that used to be amongst us. This applies to guys that were without. You know, guys that spent, you know, forever, you know, looking at the videos and not taking this shit seriously. It's like it, not to call it shit, but not taking things seriously. You know, they didn't take things seriously. So what happened to them? What happened to them? You know, eventually, the doors on the spiritual ark is closing, man. Right. And eventually, the doors on that literal ark is closing. Now, what is going to make you exempt from the judgment that's coming upon this place? Is having that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is also that oil, man. That's right. Which you neglected. You got something?
I had because, you know, of course we're talking about, you know, cats that would have lost it, but also in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, cats gonna be looking to try to get some oil, man. People gonna be looking left and right, like, hey, what the breakdowns at now? Hey, can you tell me what this mean? Hey, nah, man. We had the time for that. We're doing that now. And it's getting closer and closer to that's not going to happen, man. So I just wanted to get this real quick. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, so a famine of bread is going to come too. But hey, that's that main famine, man. When you can't hear the words of the Lord, when you're out searching for oil, you know, you're out trying to get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. But the day is going to come where it's going to be an oilless society except the men of the Lord.
And that oil is important.
That's right, man.
Because that's how you're going to see through the darkness. That's how you're going to see through the times that are coming upon the earth. That's going to be evil.
That's right.
And it says in Psalms 119 and 105, it says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path."
That's right, brother.
So you need this to be able to maneuver through the darkness. And right now we're in the darkness under the rulership and the reign of Esau.
That's right.
But within this darkness, we're shining as lights, like it says in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter. And I want to say that's verse 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. You know, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, or on a candle, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Man. So we're supposed to be doing the work. We're supposed to be shining. And it also says within the book of Philippians, is that Philippians the 2nd chapter, verse 15? Let me see. But it says that you're supposed to shine as a light in the midst of a crooked and perverse place. You know, a crooked and perverse nation. And what's causing us to shine? It's His word. It's the word of the Lord. Philippians
15, 2 and 15.
2 and 15. Okay, kind. It says, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So what causes us to shine as lights is His word, man. And us shining as lights, you know, that creates an illumination for the rest of the brothers to see and to come to that light. And then guess what? Their candles get lit. You know? But if your candle is going out, you can't see, man.
That's it.
That means that you lost the word. And one way to show that you lost the word is if you stop teaching. One way to show that you never had the light is if you know that you're supposed to be teaching and you never came out to teach. You know? Reading on in Matthew, you got something else, Aki?
Yeah, I have Thessalonians. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4. It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the light, not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night." So
you niggas are sleeping and you becoming drunken. You becoming drunk with other philosophies.
That's right.
Drunk with other doctrines. And you're asleep because you're not awoke. The scripture say, since you mentioned sleep, the scripture says within the book of Sirach, which I think is the 27th or 17th chapter, maybe. "He that waketh one is that he that waketh a fool is as one that waketh from sound sleep." Because you niggas are asleep. 22 and 7.
This is Sirach 22 and 7. It says, "Whoso teacheth the fool is as one that glueth the potsherd together, and as he that waketh one from a sound sleep."
God, so you're asleep, man. And you love that slumber, you love that sleep, you love to be drunk. You know? And what we're doing is we're trying to wake you up. But when we trying to wake you up, it's like waking somebody out of a sound sleep. Somebody that's sleeping real good, they don't want to be woke up, man. They want to go back to sleep.
I got to get the next one too. Verse 8, "He that telleth the tale to a fool speaketh to one in slumber. When he had told his tale, he will say, "What is the matter?"
Yeah. What is the matter, man? What's the reason that you trying to wake me up, man? The hell, he ain't hear nothing. You know, when you wake up from a good sleep, you don't really hear nothing. Somebody can be saying something to you about 3 or 4 times. And you have to, really shake out of it in order to be able to comprehend. So after they said what they said, you like, what's the matter? Like, what's going on? So they want you to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't repeating ourselves to you, man.
That's right.
And we ain't about to keep repeating and saying the same thing over and over.
That's right.
If you want to be ignorant, your black ass is gonna be ignorant, man.
That's right. I had more on that Thessalonians. First Thessalonians. I call out Yahweh. First Thessalonians 5:8. It says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach." It's who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. So these it says, "But let us who are of the day be sober and put on the breastplate of love, hope, and salvation," man. The hope of salvation. Because the men that are not, they're giving up their hope for salvation, man.
Right, that's right.
They when they decided, like, no more oil, you don't got the oil for the lamps, you're giving up your hope of salvation. The men are feeding you this oil constantly, man. But these men are throwing it up. They're throwing up the things that are beneficial to them, man. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is the best thing it's the only thing that's going to be able to deliver you in that day, man. Okay? But these men that don't have the oil, you're going to come looking for, you're going to go to sea and shine and sea, looking for the men of the Lord, man. They shall seek it and shall not find, man.
Yep.
All right? What you got it, brother?
Back in Matthew 25:8, it says, "And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, No, not so, lest there not be enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut." So that's it. We can end off right there.
That's right.
Because the door is shutting on you guys. You guys that has been bullshitting. You guys that have been a part of this thing and didn't take the oil, that lost the oil. The door is shutting on all of you, man. The spiritual ark is shutting, and those physical arks, which is those chariots that's coming, all right, they're going to be shut unto you as well, man. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well and that taught us the truth. All right, peace, love, salutation, and mercy be unto the elect, Aki, that has in your lives to uplift the truth. Peace be unto you. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.